Welcome to Foundry, where I will start a new game today. I have bought the game a few days ago. I think I only played the demo on stream so far. Let's see, there are different planets, probably with different resources and different biomes. I have really no idea, so I will just choose Foundry, a very balanced planet. And I guess I will call the planet Vegandria. Or the world. I guess the world has a name, but the planet also has a name. And I will use the tutorial, which will be some Australian accent. There are some tips on screen, I don't know how long they will be there. And a very advanced factory already. I hope the sound will not be too loud, but so far it's fine, I guess.
Welcome, operator. I'm Carl, your facility management artificial intelligence. Congratulations on acquiring a building permit and a derelict space station on this resource-rich moon, an ideal spot for industrial business endeavors. My goal is to assist you in setting up this factory. Let's run a few basic checks before we get started. Open your map to check your surroundings.
Okay, I guess that's M.
Fantastic. There are several ore patches in the vicinity. Equip your ore scanner from the inventory and use it to locate the ore patches.
How do I actually zoom to where I point? I don't really know where exactly it's zooming. Is it always zooming in the center of the view? Probably, okay. So it's not confusing at all. I wonder what this orange thing is. It would be northwest. Is this me? No, this is the landing location. This is probably me. Probably this blue patch is the blue ore. Anyway, B for backpack. And there is a little turtle creature. I don't know if I can hotkey this somehow. Guess I can only drag and drop. It's still in my inventory. So there's a little turtle creature inside the bush. At Rocky Desert Critter. I'm not sure what that does. I hope the creature likes it. Anyway. Equip the ore scanner. Use the ore scanner.
To get started, approach both of the ore patches and mine some ore.
I guess I will start with the ferrite ore. I need 100 of each. I guess it can't hurt to have a little bit more.
Great! Now that we have an initial supply of ore, we need to smelt it into plates and rods. Go back to your drop pod and use the built-in smelters to create your first crafting materials.
Right, I'm doing that now. I'm putting, or I have put that into the thing that the spaceship Not sure if I can go back in. Okay, I can customize the character, which I will do. I have to press apply to actually apply something. I guess purple and green is nice. I don't know if I can even see my avatar somehow. Can I zoom out? Can I change the view? I guess things have happened here.
Now that we have basic materials available, we should start crafting building blocks which act as a foundation for other buildings. To do so, you need to open the crafting menu and click the desired items. Then, place them in the shape of a platform next to one of the ore patches. The orange ore will be in higher demand. I suggest starting with that.
Right. I wish the tutorial or the tasks menu would also tell me how exactly I would do certain things. I mean, I have all the things in the bottom right, but I would have to guess which of these is the crafting, but I guess it is C. The one down there with the wrench and screwdriver. So, and now I need to craft building blocks. Seems to be this stuff. And one craft only does 20, so I need to make 2 of those crafts. And there are several different components. Can even make more mining drills if I need to. Anyway, I need to place 30 building blocks as a foundation. I don't really know if I really need to place that many next to the ore patch. So, I can remove the dirt next to it. Can basically probably edit the whole world. And there's sometimes a weird auto jump, so if I move forward it feels like I'm jumping further than I would normally do. Anyway, I will place the thing here, the platforms. Different kinds of dirt, or this is rocky desert dirt. Let me just press 3. That doesn't move the building blocks to the 3. I guess I have to do that manually. Drag mode. Wait, do I have to press first? And that's just 16. Wait. No, that's 20. I guess 30 would be 5 by 6. So I will make a few more here. Guess the drill has a very limited range. Oh yeah, the Y changes the drag direction.
To automate ore extraction, we need to set up a drone miner. Craft one and place it on top of your foundation right next to the ore patch.
There is of course also the F1 menu. I don't know how much this tells me. Yeah, there's quite a lot of lore about transport belts, for instance. But also everything in a lot of text. Who reads all of that? I certainly don't. Anyway. Drone miner, is that what I need to do? Yes, drone miner. So I need electronic components. I'm not sure if I would craft things automatically that are intermediates. I might definitely need more materials. I wonder if I can mine these plants or bushes. Apparently not. Can probably mine those trees. That's biomass. And that's stone. I'm just trying things out. I don't necessarily need to follow the tutorial right away. At least the game tells me when it's auto-saving. Right, I will smelt a bit more and then mine a bit more of the other ore. I guess the rubble might not even be mineable by drone miners, so it's good that I mine this myself. But I guess I will leave some just to check if drone miners might actually do something. Oh yeah, there are more materials to take. I didn't take them before. Now I can craft drone miners, and the intermediates are crafted automatically. So that's good. I'm seeing a sort of queue there. I need to craft and place one drone miner. And it sort of shows me where... Wait, rotate is R. I guess where the ore is detected and where I can interact with the thing.
Drone miners and most other buildings require power to function. Let's build a biomass generator on the same foundation as the drone miner. Once built, you need to harvest some plants and trees with your mining drill to collect biomass. Insert the biomass into the generator and it will start to power all buildings on the same foundation as the generator.
Right, now I'm building one of those biomass burners and waiting for some intermediates to be crafted. While that is being done, I can dismantle this cactus, I guess. And this really big tree. Not sure if that was also a cactus. Guess it looks more like a palm. Yeah, this is very cactus-like with some cactus fruit. Anyway, I forgot where I need to go. It's good that there is a map. I need to go to the right, like that. Oh, there's the landing location. Anyway, a biomass burner. I wonder how close it can or needs to be. Manage inventory, or can I just click this?
Go
This
watch your
adds-
mining drones acquire your first automated ore. Aren't they beautiful? Anyways, we need to get going. Let's build a smelter next.
Craft a smelter small. I guess I might just mine a bit and then have more space for these platforms. Needing to move everything so annoyingly complicated onto the hotbar is a bit tedious. If I'm used to Factorio, where I could also select it from the hotbar, or just use the thing directly rather than having to first place it on the hotbar. Anyway, I'm too spoiled with Factorio. Rotate. I really
The
have no
smelter is
idea.
more efficient than the inbuilt drop pod smelter, so you should start
Good.
using this from now on. Another benefit is that we can automate the smelters to make our life easier. For this, you need to connect the drone miner to a smelter by using loaders and conveyor belts. Let's start by crafting the required machines. 2 loaders, one for the smelter and one for the drone miner, as well as a few belts to connect them. While you're crafting those, let us recap the plan. We will set up a basic factory to provide us with the most crucial resources to get started. Then we'll look at getting the space station up and running again so that we can use it as a sales hub for our future products.
Okay, we are working for capitalism apparently. And only now I'm seeing this space station. I guess I never really looked up. There's also a big planet or something in the background. So how would I build this? First I need to again place things on my hotbar or on some hotbar. I have multiple hotbars that I can switch around with the tab key. So, can I see... yeah, there are 200 of these ores in there. I can just manually place... can I? Okay, the smelting is happening. It's probably electric. So I don't need to add any fuel. Might try to build something similar for the other thing. I guess I will craft some more of those platforms. Building blocks. I guess at the start it doesn't know what kind of ore it expects, and that's why I can't just press the button if there's nothing in there yet. Anyway, I want to build a loader. I want to basically also... how do I destroy this again? F. Okay, I want to minimize the distance to the smelter. guess it knows automatically which direction to do. The miner can probably only output, and the smelter in this case wants to input things. But does it? I don't know if it does. Do I need to configure this? Maybe it only takes in when it's below a certain amount. And when managing inventory, I can handle this or this. The input or the output. And now I would like to have a blueprint and basically copy the whole thing over to the other ore. I would now like to build a platform connection to the other place so I can use the energy that I'm already producing there. Can I maybe turn off the auto jump? Auto climb. Nice, I need to set it in the key bindings page. Why are you mentioning it here and not just offering the option? That would be too easy, I guess. Where is the key bindings page? Not seeing it right now. Not sure if I'm really bad at finding it or what the issue is. Maybe I can't do it while in the game. Would be kind of sad to have to... Oh yes, it's here. It's not in the settings. It's kinda unintuitive. Anyway, auto jump. Sadly I can't, or I guess it's auto climb. The thing that I always turn off in Minecraft right after starting a new world or game, or right after installing Minecraft. And now I'm not seeing it. I guess it's here. The thing is, now I don't know which button I might override. So I just pressed U. I hope that's not anything else. Guess I need to press done. Auto climb disabled. Good. Now I basically want to just go forward and mine. That would have been annoying if I had to control my speed and basically press the click button only at specific times and always stop intermittently. I guess I could build myself a Minecraft dirt house. And I will probably also need to build more platforms. Probably I can walk a bit faster while I'm on the platform. That would be my current assumption. Okay, I will have to craft. Also, I need to craft 20 conveyors for some reason, but first I will craft another drone miner and another smelter. Don't necessarily need a crate. I might craft one anyway, and then maybe more belts just to finish that quest. Okay, we have another drone miner. I guess there should be energy available. Yes, the drone miners are working.
You have the machines necessary to connect the drone miner to the smelter. Now, attach a loader to each machine and connect them with conveyor belts.
The first task in the list is looking rather weird. Press F2. That's
Great.
the whole task.
We connected the machines and have automated the tedious process of moving items by hand. Isn't automation great? Now it's time to scale up and build more smelters. A single belt full of ore can feed multiple smelters using the power of loaders. The info database has a diagram if you need one. A loader only adds enough items at a time to a machine to ensure it doesn't stop. This makes it easy for you to have multiple machines fed by a single long belt.
Sure. I guess it doesn't mention the ratios or how much a miner mines in a certain amount of time. Yeah, I want to now just add one smelter. And then I will have a belt. I guess I have to use it this way. And now the smelter is smelting the technum rods. I guess I will fall back to calling this iron and copper, even if it's not. Place 4 smelters. Okay, I guess I will also craft more platforms. This might be a bunch more. And then I wonder if that will work. Oh yeah, I didn't yet build the other smelters. But yeah, in the meantime I can extend the platform. I want to try putting things in between there. Sadly I can't see, okay. Yeah, if the panel is behind the smelter I can't see where the smelter, where the panel would be from behind the smelter.
We have completed our initial mission of setting up a smelting facility. We've done a great job, haven't we? According to our business plan, new machine blueprints will be created from research. My archive contains plans for a research server. Through material analysis, I should be able to provide a beacon blueprint, which we are going to need to notify the station of our planetary location. Let's get going and build a research server.
I wonder if belts need actual platforms below them. Maybe that will work. And now I find it quite tedious to select things to demolish. And it's easy to select something that's behind another thing and demolish it alongside what you actually want to demolish. Okay, and I need to learn which button actually means what. I guess the arrow up means I take things out. And now I can probably ignore these smelters. And I demolish the spaceship. I guess I don't really need to do that right away. I wonder if I should maybe go onto another layer instead of having to dig my way through the ground all the time. Let's just try to build a factory here. Does it mention anywhere how many blocks I would use? Oh yes, maybe not. I mean, it says 1 times 5 or 2 times 5 in this case. And if I use too many, it also mentions that I don't know, yeah. Yeah, there are quite a lot of factory games. And now I bought this one. You have a first. Is that a first for you? I don't know how often you got first. Need to check if I have enough biomass. There's always a first for everything, and a second and a third, in your case. I have these little drones that slowly mine away these, I would say, iron blocks. They are called... yeah, what are they called? I guess I don't have them... Okay, it's xenoferrite. It really sounds like iron from another planet. And yeah, it's a bit like Satisfactory and Minecraft had a child. Those look like sheep. Don't know if I can crouch. Maybe sheep without eyes, but with large round horns. Yeah, I don't really know StarCraft and BioShock, so I guess I can't compare it to that. Just because I have no knowledge. And it's easy to get lost in this jungle. But maybe StarCraft has some similar vibes and looks. I'm also sort of reminded of the Bohr genetics experiment game thing. But maybe just a bit. So I need to craft a research server. Science. That might take a while. I guess I will try adding a bit of biomass, otherwise this factory would stop. I finished the crafting task. Now I need to again put the thing on my hotbar, even if I don't really use it that often. And it's 3 by 3, so quite a big building.
To advance in research, you need to make science packs. Craft a few by hand and insert them into the research server to research the beacon blueprint. There is a previously prepared drop pod with an additional robot assistant on the station. We can call it once we've placed the beacon.
And what does this robot assistant do? I would really like to have an assembling machine to start automating things. I guess I might also try to build more smelters, if I remember where that is done. Might also build another biomass burner. So apparently each drone miner thing can support multiple smelters. Also I need more platforms. Also I'm a bit tired today. I already did around 12,000 steps today and worked in a garden. Steps, I find that highly unrealistic if you did not just get out of bed. But okay, maybe it's the number of digits that matters. Or the order of magnitude is, I think, also a word. Anyway, I will throw some stuff in there eventually. How do I connect this to power? I think my general wisdom would be to just have a vertical block there. Now it seems to be connected to power. Research interface or manage inventory. I guess I will throw some science packs in there. And then research interface. This looks a lot like the old Factorio research tree thing. Looks a bit like a one-to-one copy. But of course the Factorio research UI has changed. Emergency beacon. Afterward I can make a space station terminal. I would like to have the assembler one, but I guess that's just the third in line. So I will have to manually make more science packs. I will just start that. I know that from Factorio I have to always craft my first science packs manually. So that's nothing new. No power. I guess the biomass is out again. Maybe the lab takes a lot of power. I can place seeds for different plants if I want more of them, I guess. But I guess I will also have to just go and demolish some trees. And then restart the power and go get some more stuff afterward. Machine efficiency, I wonder what that means. Maybe it means that some things only work at 70% efficiency because the power is not. Yeah, it says they're strained. I guess the higher number, or the number on the right, is what I need as power. The good thing is that I built another biomass burner. And I will just get some more biomass for that.
Got it. We now have the beacon blueprint. Craft it and place it, but not too close to your existing machines. Those drop pods tend to land right on top of the beacons.
Good to know. Oh yes, I wanted to add biomass. Craft an emergency beacon. Where would I find that? This one? I'm not sure if I need to craft it anywhere near or on a platform or somewhere else. I guess I will just extend my platform in the meantime. Hello, little turtle. Is that the backside, I guess? Multiple eyes. I guess I need to place that emergency beacon. And I guess I will try to use things that I don't need that often. I will put them on another hotbar. I wonder if I can move it like that. Wait. Did that other thing just disappear? That's not how these things are supposed to work. Anyway. 0. Call for help. Press button. This button?
Great, now you might want to take a step back and look up. A real groundbreaker. This Corporate Command Companion Bureaucrat bot, C3BB for short, will help us with the administration of our factory. First, let's help him out of that drop pod by deconstructing and placing it in a safe location.
So you're telling me I just lost a bunch of platforms. That's not nice. Do I have to drill these things away? Okay, I get materials at least. I wonder if these materials come from the platforms that I had there. Dismantle. Place C3BB hub. Whatever that is, I hope they don't destroy that as well. I think this is new, kind of.
Welcome to the ground C3BB. We have completed setting up our basic manufacturing infrastructure. What's the situation on the space station? It's about to break apart, you say? Spontaneous explosive disassembly. That's extremely troubling. What now? There's a working construction drone bay that we can use to repair the station? Perfect. Let's establish contact and repair the most critical parts. We need to research the space station terminal.
I sort of find this underwhelming that I'm basically told something is wrong up there and I need to craft something here. Doesn't really have much of a gameplay reason or lore that I can see. What did I just do?
I agree. Preventing the space station from falling apart is our highest priority. Let's set up a connection and initiate emergency repairs. I'll guide you through the process.
I guess I will add science packs and then research that thing. Also just needs 3 science packs. Should be done soon. Okay, currently I don't need that much electricity, probably because these smelters are done. I will look at the numbers, it's 162. And this has increased to 212 because I took stuff out of there. Now it's 287 because more of the smelters and the miner has to be used more. Anyway, the research is done.
Now that we have the blueprint, we need to build the terminal to finally get a connection to the station's command center. Once built, open the control menu and start the emergency repairs upgrade. Luckily, the station has a pretty big stock of construction materials, so we don't have to worry about that for a while.
So now I hope that if I place the thing, that I don't need to expect another thing falling from the sky. Okay, I need a company name. This all sounds very bureaucratic and unnecessary. Can't I just live in peace on this planet and not have to care about a company logo and name? Enter company name to proceed. I did that. And now? Now I see this space station. Do I have to do anything with it? Can I ignore it? Initiate emergency repairs on the space station. But where? There's a debt in F, whatever F is. Can look at my future ranks for some reason. I sort of hate games that work in money. Is it station upgrades? Marlite. Is that the currency? So there are a bunch of space things that I don't really know what they are for. It's kind of weird that before I even have automation on the planet, I need to deal with things in the space station. And I don't really know how to fix the station from where I am. Can I actually see the planet I'm on? That would somehow make sense because I can see the station from the planet. Okay, there's a planet. Is that Foundry? This looks a bit more oceanic. I wonder if that's the planet that I see from that planet. Anyway, this interface sort of means nothing to me because I can't really do anything there. I guess I will look for this helping text. Okay, I guess I need to go to Hull and select emergency repairs. This is not what I started the game for, but anyway. I guess I will just try that and hope that the factory building
Our
happens
construction
soon.
drones on the space station are working on their first station upgrade. This will take a bit. Let's shift our focus back to the factory. You're right, C3BB. We need to automate research and unlock more technology before we can get serious on manufacturing our first product. If we unlock the assembler, we can use it to automatically craft all the items needed for research. Use belts and loaders to fully automate the process. And don't forget to automatically bring the science packs to the research server.
So now I'm basically fixing the hole. Research Assembler 1. Can I do that? I wonder why G is for research. I guess I added enough science packs already, so don't need to add any more right now. I will have to find more fuel eventually. I guess I do have enough belts for now. Maybe I need to craft some conveyor slopes to get up to that other place. And conveyor slopes are actually different items. So I need to put them also onto my hotbar. And I want to sort of make sense of the sorting of these items. Things that I don't really use that often shouldn't be on my hotbar. Okay. That's the slope. How do I get up? I guess that works. Now I just need some of those inserters. Why do they say intake? Can't they automatically figure out that they already have an intake and therefore should be outtake? Anyway, what is the science pack actually made of? Machinery parts and technum rods. So I need to figure out what machinery parts are made of. Xenoferrite plates. I guess the logistic container might be a chest that these inserters can work with. Anyway, let's possibly build the first assembler. I need electronic components. They probably need more of these technum rods. Eventually it might be wise to build things in a way that are expandable. But I will have to see how that goes. Okay, maybe I will actually try to build this machine here. Or I will do something somewhere else. Not really sure yet. I guess the burner generator might take some automatic fuel where I don't have to mine the fuel from plants. I guess I need to connect this inserter. Or what are these things called? Loader. Configure assembler. You shall make machinery parts. And I guess it will craft machinery parts until the output slot is full. I wonder if there's ever a way to mine more at once instead of mining each block individually. Maybe I could at some point move these buildings because they are sort of in the way of my progression. I surely should be able to do that. And I guess nothing should stop because of that. Okay, if I right-click a thing, I can build it directly. They can be back there. Don't have to care about this right here. I guess there's no direct insertion between different machines. That would be too easy, I guess. So I will insert the outputs there, insert these outputs into that machine, and that will craft the science pack. Just need the technum rods from over there. And this needs to be an output. And I guess I can just put in the technum rods manually. I'll go and maybe check the fuel level. I have to check whether these small trees or these thin trees are not as high in yield. These big ones have 22 biomass. The thinner ones only have 18. The very thin ones only 14. I wonder whether they grow and get more over time. Okay, and now I want to move these science packs that I made there into that building. Just need to craft more of those loaders. Eventually I want to craft them automatically, of course. Output intake, and I should configure the next research probably. Does it say what I need to research? Burner generator. Is there anything else? Research tree is kind of tedious to look at, because if I zoom out, I can't easily identify things. If I zoom in, I have to scroll very far to see anything. Especially at the beginning, they should put it closer together. They might always grow these lines later if there's too much to see. So burner generator is that, and I first need ore scanner ignium. I get a market license, of course I want something like that. I always like the market, because I'm totally a capitalist. Maybe I should build another smelter. Okay, I want to maybe also make more loaders and then build the other smelter right there. Continue this belt. And then hopefully this smelter learns what it needs to craft, and it does craft the thing. I guess I will take a little break now. And maybe during the break things will finish. See you in a few minutes.